Hello everyone, my name is Artemis Black and welcome to Friday Night FUMBBL. I'm recording this on Saturday afternoon because I was not even remotely awake on Friday night. This is our weekly program where we take a look at everything Blackbox Trophy related on FUMBBL. As you can see there, I have also started to update the sprites we're going to use for these thumbnails. So let me know if you like the new updated versions. Still pixelated, but not really old 8-bit style, more like newer 16-bit style. I prefer them. I think they look more striking for the thumbnails, and they match Fumble Hopper at the bottom. So we're going to be keeping these from now on. So let's take a look at this week in FUMBBL. Oh, I guess I should have looked at that. You can't join this now, but if you are in this, I will be joining this, the Lusitanian Spring Cup. Very big NAF style tournament, 200 people. So I'll probably be doing some of my matches. If they go okay, I'll put them on here. Maybe on FUMBBL End Zone, we'll look at my matches for that. How am I doing? I haven't played FUMBBL in a week. So, yeah, that happened. Oh, excuse the yawning. I am back to number 2. However, this is overall ranking, and Java got his ranking from cup-based stuff. We saw the Steel Gauntlet, right? So, don't really care about that. I care about this, and I still haven't caught or recaught Thorin, who's doing incredibly well in box at the moment, even though I've not seen him. I don't even know what he's doing in box. He just plays the odd box game, I guess. I'm very confused how he's maintaining his rating. This is a Super League game, so that doesn't count. So this is a box game, and he played it with these Wood Elves. So that's just these. He's just played 6 games of Wood Elves. That's it. And it's maintaining his rating. So he's staying above me by playing 1 game of box Wood Elves every now and again. Fine. We'll catch him at some point, I'm sure. But let's have a look at Blackbox Trophy. So not a lot has changed at the top since last week because the people at the top have finished their 60s. JMC has joined them since last week in finishing a 60. So there are now 4 60s up here in the top 5. Force Unlocked going to stay over 50. Garion probably isn't. JMC didn't quite make 50. Let's have a look at his Orc run. Probably not going to keep the Orc point at 11.22, so is likely to finish on 48, which is a very good bar for him to clear in future runs. Mavibi might keep the Ogres, right? Not that many people. Maybe not at 663. We'll see. It's not that bad. There's an off and on chance at keeping the Ogre point. So 44.5 or 43.5. So the first up to look at is John Dacre. So John Dacre is currently at 54 games played. His win rate is 73%, so it's not really challenging for the top. I mean, he could win the next 6 games in a row, which would make his win rate 75.8. That's still not enough based on the last 7 Blackbox trophies to win, but he can definitely create some extra space in between some of these players. He's got 6 more games to play, and his 10-5-0 could keep the undead point. It's not that bad. Undead normally do better than 14, but you never know. He's guaranteed a 1.5 from finishing the run, so that puts him up to 46.5. And then he has 6 games, so he could overtake JMC, and he could reach Garion. Not going to reach Force Unlocked, so that's why he can't beat him. Next up, we have what was the favorite, probably still is definitely one of the favorites. It's Wilking. He's still only 1.5 behind his games played, which is great, but his win rate has dropped, but still very good. His win rate is still over 80%, so still in the winning zone, right? You've got to be looking close to 80% or over. As I said before, the last 7, the lowest win rate was like 78 or something, so and most of them were 80 or over. So this is still there, but he's got to maintain. There's 17 more games to go, a lot of games to maintain that kind of win rate. And X-Wing's doing really well, 32.68. He's 76%. And he's also got 46 games, 14 games to go. So those three, oh, excuse me, are going to be who we look at tonight. We're going to look at a game from each of them. Because again, we got a lot of weeks to go when the others catch up. Triple Skull will play more games. Malmö will play more games. FX has just started playing. A bunch of names that we know will come up to challenge, and we'll see those games at the end, right? So we're going to look at these players while they're still playing, and then when they 60 out, we just won't see them anymore. Next up, mostly due to games played rather than incredible runs, we have JMC again. We have Talon Bay, Jormungandr, who's Teox. Swifty, I played Swifty not long ago. He was okay. He's up there. Chingis is up there because of games played. Triple Skull hasn't played in a couple of weeks, so we haven't seen him. We'll get back to him when he decides to start playing again. But a good start from him still, 36-31. And then scroll down for some other names. The quickest way to do this is to look at the games played and the score and see how close they are together. If they're quite close together, if they're no more than like 5 apart or something, it's a good run and you can stop to have a look. So you can skip all the ones that are like 48-28 because you don't need to look at the numbers and it's not good enough. So there we go. The first one we hit is Malmö, 27-3. 78% win rate, so right up there, and he's only done half his games. He can easily improve that. What is he playing at the moment? He's playing his Nurgle, Humans, Chaos, and Necro there. Necro got a couple of draws, Humans got a few draws, but Nurgle have got 2 losses. It's probably gonna bite him. It's gonna be hard for him to get the Nurgle point, I think. Teox again. Wonderful Cat, only 5 apart. That's not bad from him. Lysistrata, pretty close. Mike the Machine, 26-22, and is likely to keep that rat score. 13-1-1 is excellent. But 3 losses on the Humans and a loss on the Necro. Hasn't started his Snotlings yet. Sorry for there's going to be yawning in this, right? My condition has been kicking my ass recently. I'm not tired, I'm just yawning because my body is trying not to choke. Scrolling down, Baza still has this excellent run, 22-21, but he hasn't played much recently. 7-0-0 with the Woodies. A loss each on the things. Snotling's going to lay him down. And 9-1-0 on the Necro. Weird that he hasn't played much recently. Sideshow Bob's okay at 27-21. 8-2-2 on the Dwarves. Interesting that he went with Dwarves to see what the new Dwarves are like. All Bash. Dwarves, Ogres, Chaos, and Orcs. But he's going to need to improve that win rate a lot. Spinball again, 14-7-4, not too bad. Torre, 23-19.5, pretty good. Private Nice Guy, still okay. You're not going to find me. I haven't played more than 4 games on any of my squads. Not seeing any other crazy good runs. Potts Life, 20 and 16, not bad. Mike the Machine's other squad, 21 and 16, not bad. Nama, 19 and 16. What's he playing with this squad? Chaos, Nurgle, Orcs, and Tomb Kings. So that's his real squad. Gordon's doing all right. 11-7-1. Gordon from the 145 Club asks a lot of questions there, listens, trying to learn. I like it. Carnis is doing all right here. 11-4-2. But now we're just looking at really baby runs. Doc Lystra still got the baby run we've seen before. Sideshow Bob still got the baby run we've seen before. Someone's been banned. That means someone's been banned, erased. 000104. No idea who that is. $11-0-1 for Malmir's other squad. And it's all on his Old World Alliance team. He has got goblins on this team and ogres, though, so it's pretty annoying to have a really amazing run on Old World Alliance and have then stuck be playing ogres and goblins. Not certain what that choice is about. That could come back to haunt him. Jay Leave hasn't played his team much. This did lose on Nurgle at some point, and his Old World Alliance got absolutely rinsed in their first game, like lost and took like 3 deaths or something, so he's going to have to do a recovery game for them. But it seems a bit of a waste to not complete this out. Namath of the squad, 922. And now we're just looking for anyone's names, I guess. Java with 7-2-0. That's a good squad. Ugh. Early games for them, though, and Black Orcs struggling. Well, currently, the over point is Teox. Yeah, and if you want to scroll down and find me, I'm in the 4-point section. There I am. I've only played the Orcs and the Chaos. But I haven't lost a game yet, or drawn, so good start for both of them, but only 4 games in, it's nothing. Tree looks like she started, but had a weird squad. Ogres, Dark Elves, Bretonians, and Chaos. I have no idea what that's about. And has, not done well. Let's go with that. Maybe she just wants to learn fumble on some, irregular teams, and then we'll start a real squad. Yeah, she's only made that squad, so... Oh, we've got... Look at this. Here we go. Yeah, okay, does look like what's happening. Look, there's real squads up here. High Elves, Tomb Kings, Pro Elves, Snotlings, and Nurgle. So yeah, this is just a learning squad. So don't take the win rate too seriously. Be interested in seeing the real squad when she starts. Always good to see people come over from Blood Bowl 2 and 3, or to come in from tabletop, try their hand. And FX, I missed FX. Look at this, 7-1-0 FX's squad. Amazing, good start. 3-0-0 on the humans, 3-0-0 on the Zons, 1 on the Nurgle, and then a draw. His only draw is on the Snotlings, so FX coming in hot. Rye also on 6-2-0, which isn't bad at all. So good starts around the place. We'll see them in the future, hopefully. Right. Let's get on to the actual replays. So the first replay, as I said, we're gonna find replays from X-Wing, Wilking, and John Dacre. They're the 3 that are still playing and are still pushing to change the top 10. So we're going to start with X-Wing, as he's the lowest. And we have 1420 Tomb Kings for X-Wing versus 1430 Old World Alliance for someone called Mad Roder, who is showing up as a 56% coach. So is squeaked out of Journeyman out of Flipper into Journeyman. So decent enough win rate for checking out someone's game. Tomb Kings have gone block, mighty blow, mighty blow, mighty blow, block, mighty blow, block, mighty blow. Well, block always, but mighty blow tackle. Guard. Don't know what happened there. Don't know why it's not mighty blow. Block leader on a thrower, block on a thrower, and 12 men total. Little light on men, I would say. Could have another sub there. Before we start this game, I'm going to find some chewing gums. They'll help me not have to stop once the game starts. So, again, if you're on YouTube, there's the circle. I'll draw another one when I come back, just in case it takes me a couple of minutes. I'm back. I'm going to do a circle for the YouTubers. Right, I'm glad I went. I had to cough up quite a lot of the insides of me then. Sorry for being gross, but that's what happened. That's why I was gone so long. Brought some little sugary sweets so I can crunch on them every now and again. Oh. So, Old World Alliance. We have got an auger, not a tree, which is good. I always prefer the auger, not the tree. Tree is better than it used to be. Doesn't have loner anymore. And the throw teammate is stronger with the tree, but you kind of don't want to need the throw teammate. The tree kind of makes it more likely you're going to need a throw teammate because every now and again he just rolls a 1 and takes himself out of the game. We have Rookie Blitzer, Guard and Stand Firm on the Slayer. Pass bus, but irrelevant. Guard on the Blitzer, not Mighty Blow. That's a mistake. That's just a straight up mistake. You obviously take Mighty Blow. Wouldn't have done him any good for Mighty Blow tackle here, but Mighty Blow itself would have done very good on these skeletons. We've got an accurate leader thrower, which is a bit weird. Accurate's terrible. Blodge step on the catcher. Steady footing on that dwarf, which is insane. Don't do that. And then we have a couple of rookie linos. We have block and strong arm. Okay, strong arm makes him a tree. So the tree bit has been taken back, but obviously that could have been another skill. So he's leaning into it with the accurate thrower and the strong arm ogre. He's leading into the throw teammate. This is game 7 for the Old World Alliance. And game 12 for the Tomb Kings. No. I don't even know if he did random. Could have chosen it, right? For all I know. People might think steady footing's good. Right. Let's go and look at the setups. Let me get rid of the background as well. I think it looks better this way. So the Tomb Kings decide to kick, which, considering he's got 5 Mighty Blow, I don't think I would have done that at all. I would have immediately started punching Old World Alliance people in the face. Even dwarves break with Mighty Blow. I do like this setup. Let me change the color to yellow. This is a very strong shape. Especially X-Wing is a fan of the channel, so instead of chevrons, these 2 flat shapes here, I like this. I do this a lot. People just automatically do the chevrons. Oops. But it just exposes this guy. Doesn't really expose him because he's strength 5, but it exposes this guy, and then that makes it easier to get 2 dice on him. Whereas if you've got this flat shape here, this square and this square are protected. Like, you can't clear those squares, so no assist can go in there unless it's a guard. And normally your guard is there in the center already because he's only got 1 look. So the guard's gonna have to be there. You would want an assist there to be able to get 2 dice on this. So good setup from X-Wing. And it looks very much like this is just going to be a push up the side to try and score. He's got a quick snap to help him. He did cover the left-hand side as well, though. Not a terrible setup from the Old World Alliance. We're looking primarily at X-Wing's play, because that's the person who we're covering for the placement in BBT, but I will nose at them, the Old World Alliance play. So first up, like, I know he's got block, right? But he's still a loner. Like, it's not the best. 1 in 9s. He's also... I guess he was 2 into 2. So he gets all of the blocks. And he's followed there, so... That's a red dice. He's going to go pick up the ball. The follow is odd, but I guess it's very hard to get an assist from this guy because these two are knocked down and everyone else is very slow over there. So this looks like it's going to be a push to score really fast, which I don't hate. If you look at this matchup, you might not fancy it as the Old World Alliance, right? Bang in the score in, and then just throwing bodies in the way to stop the score guarantees you a draw. And more importantly, if you can stop him scoring back on his, it's not really a short drive if you give him like 5 turns or something, but you know what I mean, is not 8-turn drive. Anything less than 8 turns is a short drive. So if you can stop him scoring on his 8-turn drive, you still have the throw teammate that you've invested in to win on turn 16. So it's not a terrible strategy. Brawler. There we go, look. Armor breaks. Another brawler. Doesn't follow, though. Interestingly, could have just locked him down, didn't have to leave him there. I guess he wanted to be free. This is a rush. Gets the POW. Doesn't get an armor break, and stand firm stops the follow. And a 1 dice POW from that. 1 dice POW punished for that follow that he did for no reason. So now, what do we do here? Like, that 1 dice POW has really put a dent in the plan. You could 1 dice him back. It's only a 2+, but the problem is you've got no movement, right? That's 3, that's 4. You can't follow. You'd have to dodge. 5, 6. Even tag him, you have to do 3, 4, 5. Wait, can he? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, he can make it to there, so it's not too bad. He can 1 dice blitz and make it to there. But he can't. He can no longer clear the catcher, which was probably the plan, right? So I'm kind of interested in seeing what he's going to do here. The Ogre will probably just hit him again. Can't see any reason to not do that. This guy's going to have to come over, but he can only reach so far. He could reach where he is if he does the 1 dice blitz. And then he can come there. And we can 2 dice him and jam him against the sideline and just move the ball down. Yeah, that's not bad. If you're going to do that, there's no point in basing him, right? You can just blitz. You still a 1 dice blitz still sucks, but you can 1 dice blitz and then just move to like there to screen off, because we're still going to try and push down this side, but it's weaker now thanks to that 1 dice POW. That is a very interesting move. It looks like he's going to hit the Tomb Guardian, to be fair. Once again, YouTube won't hear this because I've set it up better. Thank you very much, Ryan. Appreciate it. Someone's asked me to take a look at, no spoilers, please. Someone's asked me to take a look at one of your games for Endzone on Tuesday. So that's one of the options for the game. So keep a nose out for that. Might not be on Tuesday, or it might not make the list, but it's made the short list. Let's go with that. Yes, because that's what we're covering on Endzone is the Ulthwin Invitational. So. Okay, that really helped. I'm not a massive fan of the blockless blitz, but it is a 1 in 81 compared. The problem is the 1 in 81 where the ball goes on the floor, whereas this was 1 in 36 where he just goes on the floor. So, you know, interchangeable. But the stun will really help. He's tagged and useless. So he has actually made some inroads here, and it looks like he is going to be able to push up. It's crazy, isn't it? Like, all this strength from the Tomb Guardian. But, like, the only person he's got free is this guy, and he can only reach there, which just tags the Ogre, who's already tagged. There's a guard on him as well, so you have to knock the guard down and this assist. And he's stand firm, so you can't tag this assist. So you have to knock the guard down and then stand him up to get 2 dice with him. And then who are you going to blitz? Like, these are all in a flat line. There's a guard there. There's no, like, you can't really do anything. I guess you can maybe, once you've knocked him down, put him there, stand him up and blitz there, but you're at risk of getting surfed there. So lots of not great plays available for the Tomb Kings here. And he does not knock down the guard. So instead, he decides to hit him and follow. Yeah, so last week we covered the Ulthuan Invitational light matches. So this week we're going to cover the dark matches. So he's blockless blitzing the Ogre. Just a push. And now it's kind of interesting what he does here. He's trying to get in the way. Oh, he makes the 4+ dodge. Tuesday. Light and dark are happening at the same time. So I'm going to be covering the dark matches on Tuesday. And then we'll cover the post qualifier matches the following week. Interesting change. Sorry, I got a bit distracted then. Let me go, let me go back and properly look at that turn. So this is where we ended up. And because of that 4+ dodge, it is pretty solidly locked down to try and push through there. He could still try and push through. But what he'd have to do is pow him, put the guard in here, and then... Oh, you can't even do that, really, can you? Because this guy's in the way. You can't really blitz him. I mean, you can, but it's from this square. Yeah, okay. I don't think there really isn't a way through there. So push him. So now he's going to become a target, right? Because he's now the guy in the way of getting the ball over to the center and going that way. So that's what we should be aiming at. This is the target for the blitz. We should move the ball first, because the best way to clear up someone to blitz him is for him to pow him. And there is a tag on him already. So standing the guard up is what gives him the 2 dice. He doesn't have to stand the blitzer up yet. Standing the guard up gives him the 2 dice. But it has to be a pow. If it's a push, it's going there. So you can't risk that. So you have to move the ball first. So the ball can just go there, maybe. Or just 1 up. To not be baseable by him. He should be a stand immediately. and he's just going to move there. So those two should already be going. And these, well, he could probably be another assist, right? Doesn't have to be. Where can he go? Yeah, okay. So he's probably going to be another assist. That makes it 2 dice for him to blitz. And then we move the ball above him. The catcher can also move. Catcher doesn't have to move, but the catcher going over here exposes him to this mighty blow tackle. So that's not the best. Catcher could be the assist, and we can move the ball up there and keep him to come through the gap after we blitzed him. That's not terrible either. I wouldn't hate that. Lots of these little options that I would think about before I moved. Ooh, no. So we want to blitz him. I don't know why we're not talking about blitzing him. This move makes that bad. I don't know who he's blitzing now. Because it surely had to be him. So I don't really know what this move is for. So let's find out what's going on there. And he's tried to click on this guard for some reason. Don't know why. He's blitzing with him. I don't know why he's doing that. You can't get a 2 dice block there. So I don't really know what the point of that is. But I guess with pushes, he can follow. And he's an assist, and the guard is an assist. So the ogre gets a follow-up block on him. And now we just move away. Yeah, it was better to blitz him. Pushes would have sucked, but it's still better to blitz him. Why are we 1 dice in there before we 2 dice there? That seems crazy. But we did get a 1D POW into a stun, which is crazy good. So 3 of the 4 Tomb Guardians are now locked down. He's stunned, he's just knocked down, and he's based on the ogre. So they aren't going anywhere. And he's just stuck on a dwarf. Which is not what you want to happen. Which is, again, like, you can't identify anything obvious that X-Wing has done wrong, but obviously he's done some stuff wrong, because that's not a position you should end up in when you have 4 strength 5 guys and they have 1. So some positioning has gone wrong along the way. Like micro positioning has gone wrong, which is hard to point out in the middle of a turn. Weird. It's a blockless block. I assume he's blitzing off the ground then with the other one. Gets the POW. And that is a Kaz. That was a badly hurt, so it's instantly appoed. Okay, so now this is the push forward, right? Even more so now that he's lost that guard stand firm piece, which was holding up these Tomb Kings. He's got to push down the pitch to try and score before these guys free each other and come and join the fight. So that's the plan. And he's currently only got these 4 players to do that with, which is not the best. So he's going to have to come over and join them. So this is the blitz. 1, 2, 3, 4. The dwarf goes there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess he goes there. You could do a rush if you wanted to. All comes up there. You don't really want to expose him to the mighty blow tackle, especially now the Appo is gone. But also you do want him in scoring range, so you're kind of stuck here. You have to do a rush with him, which is terrible. Could go horribly wrong. You could blitz him, and on a POW, you could push out in front with the block guard, and then you can come down behind him with the catcher. So maybe you do that first. He comes here. And then the block guard blitzes. And if he gets a POW, he can come down there. Which protects the catcher, who can now come into scoring range. And then he can come up. And he can come up. And so far, so good. And then we go back and look at this side. And this side is just shit, isn't it? He's got him, who could also come over, which isn't bad. Or he could come round the bottom and just stop this skeleton from moving over there. Also not bad. But none of this is going to be a 2-dice block is the problem. So he could just go there to create a 2-dice block with him. But nothing creates the 2-dice block for the ogre. So it's probably not worth it. You're probably better off just blocking the skeleton with the ogre. And if you get a pow, it tags him anyway. Don't like using him as the assist, but if you do... Ooh, I don't like moving the ball before we roll dice here. The ball was safe. And you absolutely, positively do not move the ball if you are going to re-roll if you don't get a pow. If he just re-rolled into dub skulls, the ball was sacked in Chunt's column. Absolutely terrible decision. And, you know, it's one of those things that separates different tiers of coaches. Like, you just don't do that. It only goes wrong 1 in 36 times, but that 1 in 36 times loses you the game, so don't do it. So I don't even like rolling dice with the ball up there. Never mind re-rolling. Re-rolling is crazy. Tagging the Mighty Blow Tackle is interesting. Because he wants to move the blodger up into scoring range. Oh, hello. That was a rush. He's changed his mind about where he was going. Gets the stun, which protects him from the 2D. The 1D pow there is incredible. Okay, so he had options there. Neither of these have block. He could actually have done a red dice there. I wouldn't have hated it. Because you can no longer dodge with blitzers because they're agility 4+. So a red dice there is just 2+2+, 70%. And can push him over and chain him off. Thus meaning none of the Tomb Guardians can free any of the others. I mean, it's rush to there anyway, but you know what I mean, right? It's just better. The problem here is he can block him, and that frees up this one. Whereas if he had taken the red dice, you have to blockless block him back before this guy gets free. Steady footing. Crazy. And there's the guy he freed, allowing him to take a block. Gets the pow and tags him off on the Tomb Guardian. Ogre gets stunned, so we are definitely going to be scoring early here. We have got the thrower in place. I think we're actually going to do that. Oh, he's going for the 5+ dodge blitz. Threw a reroll at it. It's not bad, is it? 55%. He's in Chunt's column. It was a rush as well, but still. There was a big chance of sacking the ball there. What are we thinking? 30-odd% maybe to sack the ball there? You take that. But now I suspect we're just going to do a handoff and score. I don't think we're going to do anything else here. Oh, we are going to do a blockless blitz first. We won in 9. So we've eaten the 1 in 9. So he threw a pass, which is mental. Because he could have just done a handoff. And more importantly, he could have done a handoff from this square. Oh, wait, was the... Okay, it was a 2+ pass, so it's not that mental. I forgot he's got accurate. But he could have done a handoff from there. And then also as he's doing a handoff from there, the reason for doing that handoff instead of the throw is that you tag him, which turns that into a 2-dice block. So you can take the 2 dice block before you score because it's on his block leader thrower. But bangs it in and then does not set up a short drive defense. So this is not a short drive defense. Slow teams are not good at scoring. Nurgle, Tomb Kings, Black Orcs. Teams that can't move their entire team very well are not good at scoring. So you need to slow them down. And any space they can claim freely is bad. So this should be chevrons. Just proper chevrons. With no frenzy in place, I wouldn't even hit columns. And a 3 across the middle. I wouldn't even hit columns. But what you can't do is this. Like, this is just free space. He gets blitzed. He goes up and claims the space with strength 4. Sorry, strength 5. Like, he's claiming space that you don't want to give away. And the Tomb Kings have pretty well defended a blitz. Oh, what? What? So because the ball's gone this side, he's abandoned the left-hand side, even though the left-hand side is quite blatantly where the Tomb Kings are going, because they put both of their blitzers over there and their block Tomb Guardian to blitz with. So they're obviously going that way. And the Old World Alliance have thrown all of their players this way. That is strange and wrong. Because he's just hoping he's going to fail the pickup. And if he doesn't fail the pickup and goes this way, you can't get in the way anymore. All of your players are over here. Half of them are tagged. So that is terrible. Like, you should have ignored the ball and hadn't read the field and seen that he clearly wants to go that way and thrown more players that way. Not the other way round. It does cover the ball pickup, which is nice. Doesn't fail it. Sticks him behind the guard. Just going to stay because he keeps the screen in place there, so he can't follow. And now, because he didn't fail the pickup, how do you stop this score? Just you're hoping he fails dice. You threw all of your players in the wrong direction. This guy is completely open and hard to stop. I mean, the deep kick and the safety play from the Tomb Kings, sorry, means that he's not maximized his chance of scoring. But to hit him, you probably have to dodge him and knock him down. And we're just overblocking on this side. No, 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 no. He should be... You have to knock him down. You can't pop... What are we doing with this one dice with the catcher? That's a terrible blitz. And we didn't even move him to the left. He's not even centralized. He stayed on the right. Like, this is the primary scoring threat. He can score on the guy he's got it on, but this is the forward moment. And it's only a 55 to hand off to him. 75, sorry, to hand off to him. And he fails the dodge and eats it. Doesn't break armor, at least. So at this point, he's just going to be able to score on this now. I don't know what the Old World Alliance were thinking about with that not defense. Hey! There we go. 1 in 6 times he gets knocked down. That skill that he took does something. Please don't take steady foot in, people. Like, it's a terrible skill that shouldn't be in the game, but that doesn't mean it's good and you should take it. Hello, Muppet. Yeah, I was not awake at all. I've been ill recently. I was not awake last night. So Friday Night FUMBBL still has to happen. So we're doing it on Saturday afternoon. I'm just not changing the name. Did re-roll it, didn't get the POW. I mean, it doesn't really matter. That's the problem. Because he didn't get in the way and slow him down, so he's going to be able to score just on the thrower. Okay, he's dead. And that is his only bench. As I said, he's a bit light on bench. When you've got skeletons or zombies, 2 bench is fine. Because they're so cheap. Another 1 dice POW. But this just isn't enough. The problem is the guard comes up here. That gives him 2 dice on either of these. He can blitz, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess it's a rush blitz, so I guess he blitzes to come up and defend. Or if he gets the POW to come this side. And then he just goes up and stands behind them. And then these 2 can roll some dice to get up there as well. It's kind of shit. Oh, wait. He's got block. Okay, so he can blitz. And that frees up him to come up here. To defend dodging round the top. So yeah, so he should blitz. And then that keeps his 4 movement so he doesn't have to do a rush to go there. Remember, the guard is there and he's there. And then we can move him, slot him in behind. No rush is needed for anyone. And then we can maybe risk a rush or something with these players, depending on whether this was a POW or not, I guess. First things first is you move the guard and the ball. Because obviously you don't want to roll quads. Or actually, he hasn't got any rerolls, dub skulls. And not be in range. So you move the guard and the ball first. Yeah, okay, so this is wrong. Obviously, that could have been dub skulls. Oh, wait, hang on. He's got the rerolls. He hasn't got rerolls. Okay, it's still wrong, but he's got rerolls. It weirds me out when I see the Tomb Guardian stuff over there. I look underneath it regularly. I've played 500 games and cast 100. Still get it wrong. This side is the bloody Tomb Guardian's rerolls. Yeah. And the problem is now he's staying there, which is rubbish. There's not going to be a proper defense for the ball. And we're still rolling dice. And we took the greedy one instead of the 75% block. We took the 55% block. We would have knocked him down. Gets the POW. Where's the ball going now? I guess it go in there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Leaving a rush. Just to push there sucks. Because even the blitz is not going to matter now. Yeah, and another push. Okay, so it's a score, assuming he doesn't snake the rush. With 2 rerolls, that's not even someone in the way, is it? I guess he could 1 in 81 that. Hello, Quincy. Gets the POW. Oh, I forgot he had sidestep. I've got to remember. Hang on, let me try and do that now. I'll add it onto him now. I forgot he had sidestep, so yeah, that would have been a problem if he hadn't POW'd him there. So fair enough, he did stick the blodge stepper in the way. It's because of the thing I haven't fixed my auto marking yet. Someone remind me at the end of this match to do it. They changed the name, Muppet. They changed something with sidestep, so everyone who had sidestep auto mark doesn't anymore. I don't know if it used to say side space step and they changed it to one word or something like that. But they changed something with sidestep and it no longer has been auto marked. So that puts them on 1-1. So now the goal is for the Old World Alliance to protect the thrower, the ogre, and obviously protect the halfling by having him off. Because the odds of stopping the score aren't great. You can stop the score. Tomb Guardians, I keep calling them Tomb Guardians. Tomb Kings are not great at scoring, but the odds are not great. So what you want to do is balance the risk of losing the thrower or the ogre with everything that you do. So you don't want them to be banged out with Mighty Blow repeatedly, or you don't want to use the thrower as a screen or anything, because you're going to need them to maximize your chance of the turn 16 throw teammate, which is currently your best chance at a draw. I would put that chance at a draw better than stopping these scoring as a draw. So that is actually not a great setup. This one in the middle should be 1 left. Because the problem we've got here is on a charge, the ogre can hit him. And even on a push, pushes him out the way. And then this is a free route. So I don't know why the catcher is 1 back. He should be up there ready to run in. I don't even know why they're all so far back, actually. They should all be down on this line and this line, ready to in case you get the charge. But, you know, like I said, we're not concentrating too much on the Old World Alliance guy. He's not challenging for BBT. We're looking primarily at X-Wing. So yeah, this is a lazier setup. If this guy was 1 over, it kind of solves a lot of those problems. So it's not a big issue. It's a minor tweak. You should just see that this guy is weak. And again, look, did you see that? He selected him. I suspect he's going to blitz him, right? So he selected him and then stopped and remembered to do something better first. What isn't better is I don't know why his leader has just run out into the open to be the screen. That seems weird. I would have thought these two would just move up where they were and the leader would come in and step behind him. And then he would go there. And then these two would also move up to one. That's would my play. We just claim this front part of the pitch. Of the half. Yeah, I don't like that. Having your leader out in the open like that's crazy. I will say that one of the things that they don't have to be too scared about is the fact that the only Mighty Blow is built in on the Ogre. Because like I said, taking guard on him instead of Mighty Blow is just a straight up mistake. Oh, he's not blitzing the Ogre. Crazy. Oh, there's no guard to put in to make the Ogre a 2-dice block, so I guess he couldn't. Guard was down there, too far back. Guard was over there. I guess he could have dropped him in there and done it, but he was blitzing the thing. But he's taking 2 dice with a block Mighty Blow on a Tomb Guardian, which seems unnecessary. And 4 dice, no power is pretty annoying. Should drop the sidestepper in on top of him. Yep. That guy's in trouble now. Tomb Kings might immediately be in the same position that the Old World Alliance were in, right? The right-hand side is so weak that it might be tempting to just push up and score. Because Tomb Kings are better on defense than offense. So it might be tempting to push up and score and then just try and stop the score for the win. Guarantee the draw and play for the win. Because he's left the right side so weak. Wait. Oh, he brawled into a skull. Okay, he was a 1 in 9. He brawled into a skull. It confused me then for a second. Gets the stun there. That'll help him out on this right side push. And he's done one of those things which is a base. Like, the problem with the base, what he did is it's this, right? If you ever just go and base someone like this, you should try and have a look at the board state and make sure what you haven't done is just giving him a free assist. Because if you base like this and then he blitzes you, the guy that was the assist hasn't activated. Whereas if you'd just gone and stood there, 2 dice him, he has to activate and he only has 2 squares to move. Whereas now, he can move up the pitch and claim space. Because you based him for no reason. Gets the removal. So now that's a... Oh, I don't know why he's... What's he doing there? Why is he coming back? Oh, come on, X. This is silly, isn't it? He does watch enough of this channel. He should have heard me say this. Who is that guy protecting from? Who is this skeleton protecting the ball from? And when the answer is no one, then he shouldn't be there. There's just no reason for him. He was, like, he had a skeleton over here to cover this side in case of any, like, shenanigans down this route. So all he needed was an L shape. The back right corner is completely irrelevant. And so he could have, in fact, claimed space by sticking a skeleton up there. That is 2 into 1. Hasn't moved anyone. No. Okay, so he should have gone there. And then he should have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. That is so much stronger. The diving tackle goes on the back of the ball, and the blodge stepper goes there, and his only tackle is there. You can't blitz them both off. So he has to take a blockless block on a blodge stepper, who could, after putting him in, and then he has to blitz him. That means all of these are used to clear the ball, and now the ball doesn't have protection where it goes. So that was his chance to go in and put pressure on the ball and try to make something happen. Just the blodge stepper is not enough because he's corner tagged with him. So essentially, that blitz frees the ball. Or that blitz. If you want to be really safe, I would just waste the skeleton because then the guard is free to go with the ball up the pitch. So that blitz just frees the ball, even if you don't get a POW. Because he's corner tagged him, which sucks. If you just, in fact, he's better there even if you don't rush him down. Because he can't just be cleared, he has to be POW'd. Because he can sidestep to that square or that square and keep the ball tagged. He can't fill all the squares, so this is the worst place to tag him with. I wouldn't even have stood him up. I wouldn't even have stood him up. I'd have blitzed him. Because if you do luckily get the POW, you can move him then afterwards. And both of those blocks were POWs. Oh my days. Rerolled a 1 in 9 into a dubs. Didn't stand up either of these. So now this is interesting. Very, very interesting. This looks like 2D on the ball is pretty easy to get here. So we just put an assist in and take a block. Even a push is good enough to get guard on the ball. And then we can blitz from below. The issue is, who do we blitz with? Because the main choice we've got is the frenzy, which goes into a 1 dice, or this, which is a dodge, and therefore could not be a blitz at all. So, interesting choices. Could choose to just blitz with the thrower by putting the guard there, which also tags him. Then take the block. But the problem is, if you don't get the POW, you push into there if you fill that square. So I don't really like that. I think I would just put the thrower there. Take the block, because then you're on a push, you can push him out of the way there. And then come in like that and blitz the ball. And if you're going to do that, he has to stand and he has to come in and stand there. So that guy's tagged with someone. So it's 2 into 1 and not 2 into red. Yeah, I think that if you get a POW, you can blitz from this square and push that way because it's better recovery. Oh, I hate this. Yeah, see. You didn't give him the option now. He's got to blitz from below. which is the worst recovery. But he hasn't got the frenzy at least, so you can just do it before moving the blitzer. Maybe it bounces somewhere the blitzer can pick it up. But yeah, that's pretty rubbish. Even re-rolling this sucks, doesn't it? Because you don't have block. Does get double pows though. Okay. Well, okay. I mean, but he just ended his move there. He should have followed. Now the ogre caught the ball. He should have carried on after that and moved there. Because it tags both of these. And then he should have dodged and gone there maybe or something. Like the problem now is we have to protect the ogre. And that's really hard to do. Yeah, he's in the wrong square, wasn't he? He should have gone there. Nope. Well, the reroll's gone, but that is a POW. Oh my days. Okay. The Old World Alliance are in a scatter catching mood. Gets POW'd again immediately with the blockless block and removed. Where's this ball going? Oh my days. What a crazy scatter. And another POW. That was a lot of POWs. Still hasn't used the blitz. Gets another POW. And a pickup. Okay. I mean, this is still easy 2 dice on the ball. He just has to make the dodge, right? So he stand the ogre up, and he does the dodge to come in to be the assist. And then the dwarf just 2 dices him. So it's still easy sack. It's just what you do after that is not great. And that's worse. It's fine. Like, no, it's not fine. He's not tagged now. Shit. Okay, yeah, that's not fine. Bollocks. That's really bad. Not gonna lie. All those POWs mean all of 5 of these were on the ground, which is terrible. What could he do here? 1 dice him, maybe? Just a dodge 1 dice splits? It's probably the best you've got, to be honest. Oops. Stand him up. Stand him up. Leave him, because you don't know where he's going to go, and maybe the ball scatters through him, and you want to go and try and 4+ pick up on him or something. He's not really doing much wherever you go. And then just 1 dice blitz him. Ugh, that all sucks. Get 2 dice on him and then 2 dice on him first, but that doesn't really do anything. Oh, that would have been the dodge and 1 dice POW, so those dice are wasted. One dice POW, never mind. Weird. And he scatter caught it again. That's wild. I was going to say weird direction of pushing him. You'd think you'd want to push him backwards, not sideways. But maybe he just knew the ball was going left. So obviously if he'd pushed him there, that would have been there, which is worse. Genius psychic powers. Another man, these 1D powers, scatter catches. Can't follow is the problem you've done there, isn't it, mate? Well, Brawler didn't help. That's a blitz. Why is that a blitz? Gets the pows, but who... The bad scatter. He's got another thrower over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He did get the armor break as well, which is crazy good. Hasn't failed a pickup yet on Camry. Ugh, Camry. Can't say this team's name right at all. No, 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 no. You've got to do the dodge, haven't you, to make this 2 dice. You got to do the dodge. You can't 1 dice blitz this. Camry is just what I prefer to call him. Quincy is the thing. Just because Tomb Kings and Tomb Guardians keep getting like mixed up in my brain. Yeah. Gets a removal. And does stick a sidestepper on the ball. And red dice double pows him. Finally throws a red dice, by the way. Has had the opportunity numerous times in this game and hasn't done it. He'll do it more now that that worked. Okay, was he standing there? Is that what happened? Hang on. Oh yeah, he got knocked down, didn't he? So he couldn't reach. Yeah, okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, he could reach 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He could have double rush. Hit the catcher. I think that might be better than what he's doing here. He's just gonna blitz, I guess, and pray he rolls a full pow. Ah, no, he's powed here, so he can blitz through him, so he doesn't need a full pow. It's just 55. Guess that's better. So that's still a great. Just stays there. Okay. I mean, this is, again, just a dodge into 2 dice on the ball. So there's that. Why are we 1 dice in, man? God. Great scatter from that 1 dice lucky pow. And then 1 in 9 snakes the dodge, but 1 in 9's the dodge into his own armor break. But yeah, I mean, you can't really complain about the 1 in 9 when you 1 dice pow in all the time, right? Interesting that that was a block. I guess he's relying, because that was an armor break. He's just going to pick up and get in range. Gets a removal on the dwarf. Great removal. Steady footing. Once again, left himself a rush, but he has got a reroll. Nothing you can do here. Keep his leader on the ground so he doesn't get hurt before he has to do a throw teammate. Don't. Oh, no. I mean, honestly, even though he's got to do a rush, I would absolutely punch this leader with block mighty blow. He should just be on the ground. $1,000,000% I punch this guy. Removing him, like, drastically lowers the chance of a throw teammate. He re-rolled that, by the way. He re-rolled that 6+ dodge red dice blitz on the ball. No, he's not doing it. I would absolutely have done it. I get the risk, but it's a 3% for such a drastic lowering of the percentage chance of this throw teammate. He didn't get his KO back, so he can't set up a proper. I mean, that's not right. Obviously, these are too deep. This is weird, like, and unnecessary. Like, he could just be one in. There's no reason for him to be there, right? The auger can throw in from outside. It's not the auger that needs to be close to the middle. It's the guy getting the ball. So these are the wrong way around. Oh, the pitch invasion. Oh my days, this is wild. So how are we getting the ball to him? We're throwing a pass with what? A blitzer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, if he was there, that would be a short, quick pass, wouldn't it? 1, 2, 3, maybe, but he's in the wrong square. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Quick pass from there with the blitzer because he's in the wrong goddamn square. What are we doing? Okay, I don't know what the hell we're doing here. Who's getting in the ball? Oh, he's got accurate. Oh, God damn it. He's got accurate. I keep forgetting. So throw-in from over there isn't as bad. Probably is going to end up being a 4+. So it's the same with shoe hands and pass. I'm stupid. Keep forgetting these weird skills people give their players. Double rush gives him a 3+ pass, in fact. Again, he had to do an extra rush because the halfling's in the wrong square, but whatever. I mean, that's too close. It's too close to the sideline. But it doesn't matter. It gets it, and it's a draw. So there we go. Tweaking was mostly what was needed from X-Wing there. No crazy big mistakes or anything. Just tweaking. Getting his two Guardians tagged off too close together to each other was bad. Nothing you could do at the end there between. He should have hit the thrower, obviously. That was the tweak for that at the end. He made the throw teammate, yeah. Nothing you do at the end. It's a pretty good throw teammate that team has put together. So a rough draw, but not, anything you can complain about as a dice in or anything. It was just, if you'd done some tweaking, you might have turned it into a win. So our next game is higher TV. We have John Dacre with his 1600 Orcs versus Chingis with his 1580 Vampires. Season 3 Vampires. And seeing as Kind asked earlier, this is game 13 for the Orcs. And game 9 for the Vampires. I did not, no. Hang on, I'll do that in the background now. Give me a sec. It did. It is exactly what I said. It used to be side space step. I guess that's what they called it in 2020 rulebook, and now it's all one word in 2025. So it should work now. It won't work on this, but it should work in general. Thank you for reminding me. So let's have a look at these orcs that apparently are built weird. We have block defensive guard on the troll, which is crazy good. We have block, oh, okay, yeah. Block frenzy juggernaut on the big un. Ugh. Ugh. I'm going to remove Mighty Blow so we can see what's going on here with him. Block Frenzy Juggernaut. That's him. And then put a little C for team captain. And just block guard on him. We know big guns have Mighty Blow. You don't have to remind us all the time. Block Mighty Blow tackle on him. And agility up, which is what the cross is for. And then block and shoe hands. We have the other thrower. We have block guard on a Lino, guard on another Lino, and a goblin. And 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 players. So the goblin isn't the bench. There is a bench and a goblin. Like a really good team. But except for the fact that there's frenzy on this guy. I hate that. If you're going to pick frenzy, you put it on this blitzer. You don't put it on your big un. For the... Oh my days. For the vampires, we have a block Mighty Blow Vargeist. It's Vargeist vampires. Christ alive. We have 3 wrestle thralls. We have a blodge thrower, a block thrower, a blodge runner, and a dodge runner. And I don't know how many rerolls they got until we start the game. 4 rerolls, no leader, and they got a keg for being the underdog. 3 rerolls for the Orcs, and both have an Apo. Kind of rule of 5 for the vampires. It's fine. It's just a rule of 5 variant. So it's weak for the Orcs. This is the weak spot. I don't. This shouldn't exist. Hang on. So there's no reason for him to not be there. Is the main point. and he should be won over. So the reason being, both of these guys are weak because of the Vargeist. If there's a charge, the Vargeist can remove both of these. And if the ball is to the left, this one's weak because there's nothing protecting here. So this looks like it's strong against a charge, but it's just not, is it? Like, neither of these are protecting against a charge, and neither is he, really. There's no stand firm on him or anything, so you can just get Vargeist out of the way, and we've got a runner to run through, etc. So, very weak against a charge. No reason why. We've got a spare player, and we could adjust the middle here. Oh my god. Okay, so we fail a 75% block. We fail a, what is that, 80-odd% block. And then we dub skull into a 1 in 9 on a wrestler. The wrestlers, by the way, all on the LOS. Great. So that's worked out very well for the vampires. Don't know why we've put an assist in there for that. Oh, it's because we've got Frenzy. Oh, Jesus. Gets a Kaz. And right now, somewhere, he's going, ha! Frenzy got me the Kaz. Yeah, but Frenzy also pulled you into him. And 1 in 9's the pickup. The ball is on the ground against vampires with this weak defense. Could have moved these already, by the way. Could have moved him over to cover the failed pickup. So and hasn't moved him at all. So very, very bad defense of the pickup there. Absolutely always need to cover a failed pickup. Even against non-elfy teams. Rerolls the Bloodlust and he's ignoring that the ball is on the floor. So he's ignoring that the ball is on the floor because there's a big one to kill, but unfortunately he's done it in such a way that is a frenzy trap. It's 2 dice into 1 dice. So he's powed him and stunned him. Oh my days, he bit his wrestler and removed his own player. Thick Skull did do a thing. He's already burned 2 rerolls in his first turn. Oh, this is amazing. A 3rd reroll and a pass back to the blodger. Oh my days. I might need a drink for this match. Absolute, like, it could have just come this way. It's so much easier. The wound is healed, Matto. I'm waiting for my follow-up appointment to see if there's any permanent damage. Oh my days. Rerolls pushes into pushes. Gets the power on the throw, though. No armor break. And fails the dodge because he's re-rolled the pushes. I mean, this is going to be a push-up, isn't it? You just push up here. Just did a dodge and a double rush. Amazing. Pows with the Varg. Stuns him too. There goes his last reroll, and he was dodging from tackle. This is so good. The ball is in range, though, of being scored, so what are you going to do? He can go for the 2 dice on the ball here. He's got agility up, so he could just dodge and come around the back as an assist. And then break tackle in with the Mighty Blow tackle. After he tags this one, of course. So he could get 2 dice on the ball here. Or he could roll 3 2s by going that way. And getting 2 dice on the ball. And it is in chance column. But with only 1 reroll, this isn't looking great. Okay. Went for the weirdest of options. A 3+ dodge into a 1 dice. I don't think that was the correct play there. But skulls out. Yeah, I mean, if he'd bloodlusted, he would have bit this guy and had to stall. Oh, you mean stall as in the stalling rule? Sorry, yes. Because of bloodlust, vampires, if they got the ball, can't stall. Thralls can stall, but vampires can't stall. It's annoying that the rule is now just the same as what we always called the doing the thing anyway. Can you hear this? Hang on. I want to see if the mic picks this up. Damn it. It's not loud enough. Yes, he purposefully took wrestle. I don't know why, he just did. And again, we have no rerolls here. What are these two doing? What if this is a dub skulls? What are these two doing? Surely they're moving this way, so why haven't they already moved this way? What's this guy doing? Is this guy staying here? I shouldn't think so. He's probably going to move in front, right? Why haven't they moved? You've got no rerolls. You absolutely need to move players first. What is this mighty blow tackle guy doing? Oh no. Yeah, yeah, okay. that's definitely not what you wanted to do. Oh, thank you very much. Did you change your name? I mean, it's handy to know that you're the same person. No, your new name shows. That's what just came up as the sub. That's why I was like, wait a minute, that was the name you told me you had on Discord. It is fun, yeah, Muppet, to see people move and then move back, etc. All he cares about is killing this captain. Again, by the way, 2 into 1. That is not a 2 into 2 block. Doesn't bite, which I don't blame him. It's fine. Not a massive fan of not having moved either of these vampires. But they would have had to bite to stay on their feet, so worked out okay, I guess. And there's a dubs. And again, like, what is this mighty blow tackle guy doing? It's so weird. Did he? Has he just forgotten he's got no rerolls? You got to remember this stuff. He has guard too, so you're probably better off not doing that and just leaving him there. Like, these three have guard. You'd have been better off just leaving him there and not taking the block. He could have gone stupid, which is just as bad. He's not even sacking the ball. He's not even sacking the ball. He's just doing another frenzy trap with the Vargeist. That Vargeist has only made frenzy trap blitzes. Yes, I am curious. That's not why it's there, though. I mean, it's part of why it's there, obviously, is why. But each of my alerts, the words in the song actually are relevant to the thing that is happening. So obviously, the words to Florence is that. Hang on, I'll show you the other ones now. So this is the raid. This is the tip. There used to be one for hosting, and then Twitch just basically stopped it. So I've got an alert for hosting that just doesn't. It's the same as the donation one, Muppet, because it is just giving me money. I need one for YouTube. YouTube just has the default one, because I only recently started. I say recently now, it's been months, but I only started the YouTube this year, and it's only been monetized for like a month and a half or something. Okay, so not a great turn for the vampires. Failed the bloodlust. Sorry, failed the hypno and had to bite. Failed the bloodlust and the hypno and had to bite and removed. Oh, I just realized I didn't do the follow one. There we go. That was the follow one. Does a 1 in 9 dodge and fails that too. So terrible turn for the vampires dice wise. Also terrible turn choice wise. So what do we do? What do we do if we let's do one of those what do we do turns. So obviously the problem is the ball is based on the Varg. This is 2 dice into 1 dice as a blitz, which is not great, obviously. But the alternative is also not great, right? There's a 1 dice, there's a dodge. There's nothing good to do here. For the Orcs. So I think you kind of just have to do the 2 into 1. I don't think anything's better to clear the ball than the 2 into 1 there. So with that in mind, you should care about where the other players are. It is just a block. So, oh no, there is something better. That guy can be blitzed. So we stand him up. Then we blitz him and we take the double down if we have to. So one of the Orcs can go around the back and tag him. And that makes that 2 into 2. And that frees up the ball and it frees up this blitzer, and we still have him available. So they can, if you get a POW here, obviously he goes up and tags him. And then with that, because that's where we're moving the ball over there. So that's the plan. That should be the plan. He's a stand. And then after all of that's done, you can block her and move the guard. That was definitely a 2-into-1, right? 4. Yeah, that was definitely a 2-into-1. Okay, well, we got the POW, so... So there are two ways to do that. Curious, there is auto marking, which is on fumble, and it saves. So all of these are saved. So I've got block and dodge and other things all auto marked. But I don't have all of the skills auto marked for 2 reasons. One, it gets messy. And 2, it forces me to look properly at their team when I'm playing at the start of a game. And then you can press shift and right click on a player, and this pops up. Oh, you can't see the pop-ups on this. A little pop-up appears that allows you to mark the player. So, for example, you can also do it on the pitch. So this square here, I am pressing shift, I am pressing right click, and I am writing curious by nature. There we go. And now you can see it. And then you can right click on it again, delete it, and it's gone. So you can right click players and you can right click the pitch. The little menu that pops up that I'm sorry you can't see, it's just how capture works, because it's a different window, the pop-up. Allows you multiple options on players, so you can replace the whole thing, which sometimes I have to do. Like if players have got too many skills, I'll replace it with just the skills that I want to see. Or you can prepend, which is put it before the auto markings, or append, which is put it after the auto markings, or you can just delete the whole thing. Little greedy of an overblock there. Did get the POW, but both of them were blockless blocks, and he could have freed up one of the players with just taking the first one. He loves this fucking Varg. It doesn't kill it. It hasn't killed anything. He just loves it. Okay. World's most irrelevant block. Remember, no rerolls. Like that's so irrelevant. I mean, unless no, he's on the ground, so it's completely irrelevant. So we should only be concentrating on these important dice. Okay, I take it back. Are we trying to do this? I guess if you that's a 2 dice block on him, but it's not with tackle. And we're gonna try and just go to the middle. Ugh. No, there's no such group that doesn't include stunty. Everyone has to play a stunty team because of the way the points work and the way Games Workshop tier works. I mean, unless you just want to go only threes and twos. But the problem with doing only threes and twos is you can do two threes and two twos, but that like reduces the number of squads you can make, because once you take out two twos for that one squad, you've only got three left. But that's the only way to do it. And the stunty tier includes Snotlings, doesn't it? Which are a real team. What about three threes and two twos? What are we doing? Gets a full pow. It's incredible. What just happened there was the orc thrower was potatoing and failed the second rush into his own death. Not even a badly hurt as an MNG. So he does still have a scoring threat. 12, 11, 10, 9. Technically two scoring threats. No, that should be the blitz, obviously. Where's the blitz? No. What do we do? No. Oh my god, that all worked. So we should have just had the ball, moved into scoring range, and then thrown the pass next turn, obviously. But all of that worked. So now the vampires are a 2+ from going 2-0 up on the Orcs drive. Oh, this is an absolute disaster. Oh, my days. And the thing is, right, the vampires haven't played well, but it can all be traced back to failing that pickup on turn one and not having moved players properly on turn one, right? All of these problems can be traced back to that, because once that got out of hand and the ball got onto the vampires, everything after that was the orcs just chasing, and then they had to do a short drive, so they had to do things like risk and roll dice and stuff. So it can all, like, it could have all been stopped if they just set up and protected the pickup properly. This whole game so far, which is an absolute disaster for someone pushing for the top of BBT, it could have been completely in hand with just more care on setups and covering. KOs the Varg. And he makes the 2+ and scores. So we've set up in non-aggressive chevrons. That's okay. Again, as I mentioned a million times, people are just used to shapes, right? These don't need to be protected. So they can be standing there. There's no reason to do the middle chevrons if you don't have to protect these two players. If they don't need to be protected, they're better off standing there. What does that look like? I need a name for it. What does that look like? If they're players you don't want blitzed, it's like a... It does look a bit like a nipple, not gonna lie. You could also be aggressive, in which case it would be this shape. Two of you think it looks like a UFO. Interesting. I have no idea what any of those words mean, so I'm looking it up. All right. Bucky's never allowed to suggest things again. Casual orc removal immediately. Doesn't get the pow this time. Obsessed with the Varg. He loves it. Oh, I haven't done the thing again. Thank you, Becky. I should do this. Oh, my days. That was a Kaz into regen. Just slapped the shit out of the Varg. Turns a reroll. Gets the POW. That doesn't go into scoring range. Just sort of loiters there. Obviously, you go into scoring range, forces him to either rush or go and mark or something. You need to be in scoring range because 3-0, it's dead in the water. 2-0, there is vague hopes of a draw, but 3-0 is dead. So you have to go into scoring range here. Also, the both of these players got a bribe from the kickoff, so he should actually care about that and foul something. He followed. He followed, so he's biting the wrestler. And then failed the dodge. He could have just not followed and bit him, and then the wrestler was free to go and foul this big un from this square, which means that it protects the runner and gives you a +3 foul on the big un. He was going to blitz without moving the other vampire first. Realized, went to take the block to move the vampire, and went really stupid. That was a real life really stupid, followed by an in-game really stupid. That was pretty good. It's just constantly blitzing the big uns. Oh, my days. So, up until this game, by the way, I didn't realize that taunt works when you're hypnoed. Should it? Let me look in the rulebook. I don't think it should. It's an active skill, which he doesn't have when he's hypnoed. Is that like a bug I need to report? Hello, JB. Thank you very much. It's because, curious, the two positions have different skills, so that's why they can't have the same name. The things that have the same name have been spread across teams have the same skills now. So, like an Alton Forest Tree Man on two different teams has the same skills. So Black Orcs have Grab and Brawler, whereas Big Uns have, you can see here, Mighty Blow, Taunt, Thick Skull, and Unsteady. So they've, even though they have the same stat line, they're very different skills. And yeah, Big Uns are taken from Warhammer. And yeah, it's lame, but they're taken from Warhammer. I'm just looking to see if I should be reporting this. Where do I report stuff like this? I just realized. In the rules questions? I'll put it in the rules questions. Oh, I've got to use that crappy thing. I much prefer using the Discord. I hate using the really old-fashioned forum. I just put it in the rules questions thing in the Discord. It probably is correct to go and put it in the thing. I just hate using that thing. It's so like 1995. Oh, it is already reported, is it? Okay. I guess I could look that up. Seeing as it's stopped the whole thing for a minute to go and look. How do I? Oh God, I don't even. This is what I mean. It's rubbish, right? It's an easy search on Discord. The search on this is just so old and shit. Uh, I don't think it is. Oh, you have. Oh, that's a different thing again. What the hell? That's not the bug channel on the Discord. That's a bug thing. Okay, yeah, I missed that. Thank you. Oh, it was yesterday. Oh, it was yesterday, and the guy in this game is the one who reported it. Chingis is reporting it. Okay, that was worth that made me laugh, so that was actually worth going through all our rigmarole for. Good foul, mate. Yeah, Discord is life these days. Doesn't get the pow. Gets the POW. Frenzy! What a great idea. I mean, the biggest problem for the Orcs here, other than all of that worked, is they're running out of time. Like, even if they manage to win this messy-ass drive, it's not going to matter. They're going to lose 2-1. They needed to go in and get it all done already. So all of this shit working is a bit of a problem for them. It's a removal. I mean, the problem is at this point, the Orcs are now starting turn 5. They've got no scoring threat. So, like, even if the vampires screw something up completely, they can't score until turn 6, leaving them 2 turns to turn over and score. Vampires, like, it's just not happening, is it? I think at this point, it's like an incredible percentage chance of losing. I'd give the Orcs 10% here. Oh God. Well, well, that percentage just creeped up a bit by the fact that he was just fine with our 1 in 9, leaving a completely open sack on the ball. Like I said, even if they screw up. So that's the thing, right? They just screwed up completely, leaving this sack on the ball. But even if they sack on the ball, then what? Someone's got to get the ball, and then someone's got to, like, keep the ball safe, and then they've got to score, and then they've got to score again. So even though this was like an atrocious turn from the vampires, completely exposing the ball, doesn't matter. Like, it just doesn't matter. Why? Why would you take that block? That's a blockless block. He wasn't in the way. Hang on, I'm not imagining this, right? That was completely free, this hit on the ball. Why are we taking a blockless block? That's just a sack on the ball, and then, like, decide what to do next. Why is this player going there when that ball could bounce up? This guy could go through there, being, like, up there. The troll can come round the top and go there. Like, oh no, he can't because he's tagged. But this guy could. This guy should run up and be a scoring threat after this guy moves on top of him. So we can try and, like, salvage a draw. But we should absolutely just be sacking here. Because if this is all pushes, this guy's got to come this way. And this guy's got to come this way. So we need to know what the sack on the ball is before we do anything else. If it's a pow, we react to the bounce. If it's pushes, we run back. This is awful. I don't understand this at all. On top of the fact that it's a blockless block, you have one reroll. What? That just has dodge. With double rush in to hit the ball. Stands in Chunt's column for absolutely no reason whatsoever. It's not a game of Blood Bowl unless someone stands in Chunt's column for no reason at all. So obviously he should have pushed him that way, so that if he got pushes into POWs, he'd be there and would be basing the other vampire. And now this has just gone to shit, hasn't it? The problem with doing all of this is you've got no scoring threat. So now you physically can't win now. You have no one who can even score on turn 7 for the pie in the sky blitz into turnover into score. Now you can only score on turn 8. You've basically just given yourself a 0% chance of winning. So this is just absolutely irrelevant. You've changed that low percentage chance to 0. Just stand there. He's done it again. Like he ran out. No, he snaked the. Sorry, he failed the first rush. Used his only reroll and then did the rush anyway. Oh, I don't know what the orc rush was. It was just a 1. It was double 1s on the armor, but it was just a 1. He didn't have any rerolls. So obviously the vampire should have just stood there, right? He's strength 4. He's blodge. You don't do that. He could have got another score out of this. You might wonder why I'm not shitting all over the vampire play, right? I've laughed a bit at it and stuff. It's because, like I said, I'm concentrating on the players that we're watching for rather than the players they're playing against. Like, Chinggis is more of a game spammer than someone who wants to be, like, the best player or anything. Just loves playing Blood Bowl, like, a million times. I don't think there's any way to do this. Yeah, there's no way to do this because there's no chain or anything available here. Everyone's on the ground. You got no players as the vampires. He's slowly lost his entire team on that drive. So this is nothing now. Nothing should matter. And he's failed to dodge from tackle and thrown himself on the ground. Into a Kaz. Holy shit. Which regens, so it doesn't matter. And a KO. None of this matters. I guess he's going to foul the vampire. Oh. No, he's just going to try a crazy... Okay. He had a bribe. He could have fouled the vampire first. No idea why. Alright, never mind. Failed that. And there we go. Dagger takes a loss. You know, in a game that, again, turned entirely on just a bad turn one from the Orcs. It's crazy how much a bad turn one can haunt you for the entire game, isn't it? He lost the drive because of a bad turn one. He lost the drive again because he had to stretch because he was trying to recover from being turned over from his bad turn one. And now he's 2-0 down in the second half. And what the fuck are you going to do at that point? Nothing, really. So, stuff to learn from. And our last game of Friday Night FUMBBL is a double whammy. We have 1150 Orcs, so back down to lower TV. Four-game Orcs. Coached by Kind. Let me write this in. ABT 17. And they're playing Wilkins Snotlings, who I think are 1040. Yeah, 1040. So they get 100 TV. So you got to assume they're just going to take 2 bribes, right? So let's have a look at the teams. The Orcs have a rookie troll, pro on a big un, block on the other big un, mighty blow and tackle on a blitzer. That's bad news for the Snots. Mighty blow and guard on the other blitzer, and then all rookies. 12 men, so 11 men and only a goblin as bench. The Snotlings have 15 players. We have block guard on a troll, block on a troll, guard on a pump wagon, a rookie pump. We have a movement 7, agility 2 plus stilty runner. Okay, I see you. And a block stilty runner. And then we've got a dirty player snotling, a fungus flinger, and just a bunch of other snotlings up to 15. It's because we watched Hotel on stream for quite a while, Curious. It was on YouTube, so we watched it on stream. I really shouldn't have done, but we did. And she's called the hotness because she was incredibly hot. Just outrageously hot. And sweltering heat. That is not going to do the Orcs a favor, is it? They're the ones that don't have bench. The Snotlings have plenty of players. Sweltering heat is not going to go well at all for the Orcs. The Snotlings won the toss and are choosing to receive. Not a massive fan of the DP being there. That's just silly, isn't it? Come on, Wilking. DP should obviously not be blitzable on a blitz. That's crazy. Should be behind that one. No reason for that to be there like that. Other than that, totally fine setup. High kick allows him to move the super snot. Gets the pow. And gets the pow. And gang foul on the lino. Stun, no catch. I wouldn't be too comfortable with fouling without the DP here. Because you don't really want to waste bribes on the non-DP fouls, and you also don't want to lose Snotlings because of sweltering heat. You're obviously going to lose Snotlings to attrition, and if you lose them to sweltering heat as well, that's a bit of an issue. Because every turn you're going to get 3 dice with Mighty Blow Tackle, which is, you know, an issue. Huge percentage chance of removing a Snotling. Randomly put an assist in for that. And Snotling dead. Would he have removed with DP? I didn't see. Let's have a look. The foul. Yes, absolutely. Would have got the KO with DP. I mean, he couldn't because the DP was off to one side, which was silly. Gets a removal anyway. Now he gets the DP foul in. And it's another KO, but he's caught. And burns one of his 2 bribes. So that's 2 Orcs out for 1 Snotling. That's not great for the Orcs. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, never mind. My bad. Because of the bribe, he can carry on. I was like, wait, has he left Snotlings? But he hasn't finished his turn, has he? And gets a removal. This guy's got, like I said, got a massive chance of removal like every turn, so... They have stuck more P players on the pitch. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 still on the pitch. Even though they've taken 2 removals. Don't know why that's not a 3 dice block. Super lazy, not making that a 3 dice block. And the Apo is in on that one. Interesting. It's just a KO, but the Apo comes out. Was that a 4+? No, it's just the other unskilled lino. I missed the really stupid roll. It failed. No, it was a 1. Okay. Are you on a PC? Curious. Ah, that's why. The chat will be somewhere else. if you're on the Twitch app on your phone, I assume you're on Twitch app, right? You're not using a browser. Yeah. So the chat is off somewhere, and it prioritizes the stream as the screen. It's kind of annoying, but it does exist. another removal, but this one has left him very exposed. I don't like this blitz some kind. He could easily have just blitzed this one here, which is what he should have done. Blitzing this one up here is a bit of an issue with regards to getting the Mighty Blow tackle safe afterwards. So he should have just blitzed this one. That is 3 removals each now, except the Orcs Apo'd one of them. That was a casual 4+ there. Troll on troll violence. DP has been exposed here. DP has only been stunned. Luck a dog. And then fails a 2+ dodge. And only has 1 reroll, so can't reroll it. Who just went stupid? Oh, this troll up here. One dice pow. Could have surfed. So, this is a 4... I'm confused. Wilking knows these are really stupid players, right? Because this guy could have just gone over to him. Guess he doesn't want to risk it. This ball is precarious, not going to lie. This guy could have gone over to him, actually. Ball is less precarious now. The mighty blow tackle failing a 2+ into a stun is brutal. The troll doesn't have a buddy. Yeah, but their 2+s were built-ins. It was fine. This one was better anyway. It only had 1 2+. Kind of interesting what the right play is here. He's blodged, which is very annoying. Only a 40% to pow him. But it might still be the right play to just blitz with the team captain. Try to get the pow on him, because then he can come down here and activate him, who can block him or vomit on him. But blocking him does base the ball, so probably better. Yes, Titchy is, but Stilty runners don't have it. The Snotling positionals don't have it. Only the base Snotlings. Yeah, I don't like this. Does get the pow. And the removal. But now this guy is not. Fails another 2+ dodge. So he's getting fouled. What? Why wasn't he an assist? Why wasn't he an assist? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, because he went there. He could have gone there and been safe from the troll vomit. But now he has to keep him tagged because he's in range of the troll vomit. Should have been in Chunt's column because he got sidestepped, so it doesn't count. Yeah, screwed that up. Needed the extra assist. And the extra assist would have broke armor, right? He rolled a 5, and he had 4, so he would have broke armor. Can't surf the troll. No, wait, no, you vomit. Vomit with him and then do the dodges. That's a 4+ if you don't use break tackle. And then it's another 4. And then it's a 3 and a sack. That's the play, right? 4, 4, 3, but one of them has break tackle. He's doing... Oh my god! Oh my god! I wish I had a camera. You'd see what I'm doing. I've got like my hands clasped in front of me and like I'm holding my like face. It's like the troll just tried to do the dodge vomit blitz and killed himself. So he passed the really stupid. He failed the dodge. He broke armor. He injured himself. He suffered a Kaz. The regen failed. And because in the current 2025 rules, you can re-roll regen on your own turn, he tried to re-roll regen on his own turn, but he's a loner. So he failed the loner, wasted the re-roll, and died. That's so bad. He failed like 7 different things. At that point, he kind of deserves to die. But it was the wrong play, right? He should have just vomited. I get what he was trying to do, but even if he makes all of that, there's no recovery or anything. All he does is force the Snotlings to pick the ball back up. It's irrelevant, right? And worse, he'd stood this blitzer up. So this blitzer can now get surfed, which is also real bad. I don't know why he should be doing he's the problem, right? So I guess we can't afford to surf the blitzer. We got to just blitz with him and stand like in the way so that he can't hit the ball. Like the last thing you want is for him to hit the ball. Nope, we're going for the surf. Those aren't tackle zones. Oh no, he snaked the really stupid. He snaked the really stupid. We have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. So really, look, if I'm gonna be picky, what we should have done is what I said, blitzed with the thing and just protected the ball. I get surfing the ball, right? But if we are gonna surf the ball, this isn't a good enough defense. So you might as well just have stayed there. And then if this happened, this 1 in 36 failure, you just score. Because the Orcs doing a 2-turn with a dead troll, 3 KOs, and sweltering heat against what is probably 11 Snotlings is not really good odds with no rerolls, right? So now he's left himself in real problems. The Orcs don't have any rerolls, so there's that. But that is a 3 plus, 3 plus, 3 plus. Or that is a 3 plus, 3 plus sack too. And you just base there, I guess. So that one's probably better. But yeah, all kinds of bad. Okay, that does help. Not a great deal, but it does help because they don't count as tackle zones. So it means he's just doing a 2 dice unless he does a 3 plus in there. With break tackle, it's a 2 plus in there, right? So that one is definitely a 3 plus. So this is basically a 2+2+ at this point. To 2 dice the ball, or a 2+2+2+ to 3 dice the ball. No rerolls, remember, so I'd have to samba which of those is better. I don't know off the top of my head. And sacks the ball. Sacks the ball. Kazes him. Burns the Apo. And does another dodge to be on the ball. Throwed the rush that he failed. So he is standing, so that's a 3 dice block. And then we've got 2 assists here, so we can 2 dice the Orc out of the way and then pick the ball up and score. So this is still easily doable. Oh, wait, it's not a 3 dice. He tagged him. My bad. That's a 2 dice. Less doable, but still doable. Oh, my days. Even less doable now. We've dub skulled. Oh, my God. We've killed the mighty blow tackle. Jesus Christ. Oh, my days. We've killed the mighty blow tackle. Oh, God. Oh, God, we've won in 9. We've got no rerolls for the pickup. No rerolls for the pickup. No, that's a permanent skill, JB. That's it. With the introduction of 3rd season, hatred is a permanent thing. So what happens is, if you take an MNG plus, you roll a d6. On a 4+, you gain hatred as a skill of whoever hurt you. If they've got multiple things to pick from, you get to choose which one. Hatred means if you are blocking someone you hate, you can re-roll a skull. So it's basically like Brawler for skulls. And he's failed to pick up and doesn't score. That's brutal. He's got to turn the Orcs over now. He's got 3 KOs. So has the Orcs, but they've lost the mighty blow tackle and the troll. And sweltering heat is in play. And just pushes. Stand firm means no follow-up block. 2 KOs come back. Oh my God, it's a 3-man sweltering heat. Oh my God. Both pump wagons and the dirty player are out for the Snotlings. There's no players on the pitch. There's 5 Orcs and a Goblin versus 2 Trolls and 6 Snotlings. Well, this is definitely some form of Blood Bowl. Oh yeah, there's a fungus flinger. There's a timeout. Oh my days. This game is just shenanigans. And a super deep kick. Fails. That was his blitz. He failed the 3 dice and had to do a 2+ dodge. And pushes. Pro gets him a pow. Makes the pickup. If he'd failed the pickup, there was always the chance of throwing a Snotling and scoring. He did secure the ball, yeah. Oh my god, he's really stupid. He's given up an extra Snotling hit. Wait, he could have used both of these Snotlings as assists and just taken a block. He's 1 dice powed him. Oh, that was such the wrong decision. Got the pow. Removal. Fails the dodge. Pros the dodge. Team captains the dodge. Gets the pow, clears the ball. And another removal. Makes the dodge. Oh my days, dice are being rolled. Had to burn a team reroll to base the ball there. Blitz is coming in. Gets pushes. He's risking his super Snotling here. Oh my days, 6 dice does not get the super snot. Paul is... The goblin is just running around. Oh my days! The goblin has handed off to the team captain. The ball is now on the big end. Oh! The rush failed. It was re-rolled. The second rush succeeded. We get the knockdown and a removal. We don't get the pickup. He still hasn't hit him. 9 dice, no knockdown for that blitzer. We are currently down to 5v5. And one of the teams is Orcs. 5v5. Oh, he's 1 in 9 the dodge. He's 1 in 9 the dodge and broke his armor. That's a really stupid from the troll. The ball is in hand for the Snotlings. It's in scoring range. Just. Oh, wow. He didn't take the double down. I thought he would have taken the double down there. Like, surely you take the double down there. Did he think that was a POW? I mean, surely you take the double down there. There was a timeout, yeah. Hello, Samage. Welcome to something resembling Blood Bowl. That was a 4+. What is he doing? What are we doing? Why are we rolling 4+ with the trolls? You've got a dude right there. Oh, this is a disaster. Why didn't we just do a dodge with him to activate the troll so he could blitz? And then we do the handoff and we score. He snaked it. He's 1 in 9 the handoff with a snake. I can't believe he didn't take the double down and allowed that to happen. And it turns out to be genius because he's 1 in 9 the handoff. Full pause him. Stuns. The goblin is going to be in. Move the goblin! Oh no, wait, this is turn 8. I looked up too early last time and it was turn 7/7. But this is turn 8. The goblin can't score. He's dead. 5v4. Why? Why are we continuing with the 4+ when we have a Snotling right here? I don't understand what's going on. Has he forgotten the rules for like really stupid? How was it? The game ended in a tie. That was a really strange last turn. I don't know what was going on there. But there we go, 0-0. I mean, for a 0-0 game, that was super fun. Running away for nothing. Curious. There was no more turns left. So, Will King eats a draw at the hand of Kind. Kind's Orcs were 4-0-0, so that wasn't good for him either, that draw. And Snotlings have now finished, and that was that their last game? It was their 15th game. And they were 10-2-2, and that makes them 10-3-2 to finish. So we'll have a quick look at the teams before we end the Friday Night FUMBBL. So we'll take a look at the team scores and go down through the races. So Amazons at the moment, Dan is at the top, but Spooky's Amazons have got a guaranteed equal, so they just need a draw with their last game to go top. And Triple Skull, Lysistrata, and Yang Zhuba are all poised to take over as well. So I don't think Dan is keeping that Amazon one. Black Orcs is currently JMC, but 11.5 is not great. But no good runs. I guess Carnis, but I don't know who Carnis is the only decent run. Eraser, 4-2-0. That's who you should be looking out for, JMC. Eraser is decent. And Private Nice Guys had a good start too as well with 4-1-1. Burt's, we've got Teox at 10-3-2. I can probably see him keeping that, to be honest. Panico Black might pass him. Panico is one of the good Italians, I think. Yes. So Panico can do good things here. So Panico could easily catch Teox there. Chaos, Garian's got it, but there's no way 12 keeps it. I mean, JMC gets 12 guaranteed, and he's got 2 games to play. But also, I don't think JMC is going to keep it. Nama is 8-2-0. I'm 4-0-0. Malmere is 5-1-1. So I don't think... I think one of those 3 people will end with it. The Chorfs, Garian is top Chorfs, but 9 points is atrocious. Uncle Hank is poised to take over there. He just needs a draw to pass him. And then Mr. Stick. No one playing Chorfs. I guess they're just not making it to the top of the list. It's sad. Maybe I'll go for Chorfs later. Renegades is currently Force Unlocked at 11 points. And Chinggis somehow on a run, 5-3-2. Could pass him. But we've got Panico again. Panico Black, 4-1-0. Doc Lystria, 4-1-0. Both of those very capable of taking the top. Dark Elves, Red October is at the top. 8-2-3 probably isn't going to be enough. But, you know, saying that, a lot of these teams are going to have lower scores because they're not going to be picked. Like, Dark Elves are just not that good anymore. So these are now, like, the less competitive like races, so you can get away with a lower score. 8-2-2. I mean, look how few people are playing dwarves because they suck. So Garian's got pro elves, but Brixio's got 4-1-0. That's a good start. That should help him out. It's going to be difficult for him to fail to get 4 points because he gets 1 point for free, 4 points from 10 matches. He's currently the favorite there. Gnomes is Chinggis, but no one is about to pass him and will guarantee pass him because he gets half a point on the 15th game. So no one is going to be top. Spelldarren's got a good start at 3-2-0, but it's hard to tell when they're so low in games played. Garian is top Goblins with only 10.5. But again, Teox has gone 3-1-1. It's a decent start. More people, I guess the flings and goblins and stuff are happening because of the way the tiering works. You have to play one of the bottom teams if you want to play one of the top teams. No good halfling runs. I am going to do a halfling run, so this is what my eye is on. 6-4-3 isn't bad. And he's got 2 games left to go, so he can top 10 points. High Elves is Wilking, and he's 12-2-0 when he's got another game to play. So he could, if he wins another game, it's going to be 15.5. That is only beatable with basically a perfect run, right? So it looks like Wilkins going to take top High Elves. Tori's got 7-1-0. We could win the next 7 games. Mike the Machine's 4-1-1. So the only way he catches him is if Wilking draws or loses the last game. GC and 4-0-1, which again is the same. Humans is currently Garion at 14 points. 14 is a very good score. Pot's Life is having a go. He's on 10 points. He can pass 14. No crazy good runs below it. Imperial Nobility, Spin Ball is going to win this because no one plays them. And he's got a good run on 7-2-0. So I suspect he's taking Imperial Nobility to Steel Gauntlet. Hello, Illusionist. It doesn't say Illusionist. God, that's annoying. Illusionist. There's no way I can say that. Blade versus the Coach's Flings. Yeah, honestly, the fling trees and gnome trees, as Teox just said, Teox got strength 7 trees. People, the trees save for stats. So you see a lot of movement up trees, and you see a lot of strength up tree. Well, not a lot, but you see strength up trees more than you see strength up most things. Just illusion. Corn. Teox has passed Juggernaut for top corn, but there's no way. Oh, wait. I was going to say there's no way he's taking them, but that's not true because I'm going to open this because that's the only way he can play his legend Bloodspawn. Somehow, in 15 games, he's made a legend Bloodspawn. A 350k legend Bloodspawn. Which can fuck right off. So we might see that in Steel Gauntlet. I don't know. Just a lot of Kaz. Lizards is looking like Sideshow Bob with 10-2-2, but Rai with 5-2-0 has got a really good run. Rai could catch him there. No one else, really. Necro is currently Force Unlocked and very well might stay Force Unlocked. His biggest threat is from Bazakastine, who obviously is doing better. But Bazakastine hasn't played in a while. But if Bazakastine goes back to playing between, 1 and 5 a.m., he's probably going to pass Force Unlocked there. Somehow Lemph has gone 7-3-0, which is crazy. Lemph is normally a much, much worse coach than that. But Necro very, played. For 14.5 being beaten is going to be annoying for Force. So Bazakastine beating him is going to be very annoying. 14.5 is usually enough, but 95% of the time to be qualifying. Norse, normally one of the most played, but with the more Mighty Blow and stuff coming in, Norse not as well played, but still, look, 12 1-on-1s, and he's got a game to go yet. Still a very good team in this format, starting with all block, etc. Still a very good team. Keeps them TV managed as well, because they don't have to take any block. So they don't go up in 30 TV bumps. So Norse a little slept on. Nurgle, triple skulls. Nurgle is 14. Force unlocked at 13. So we have Kaju Kenya with 12-point Nurgle with 3 games to go. So basically he's 12.5 Nurgle. You always get an half a point at the end. So he's only got to get 2 points in 3 games. So that could be an upset, right? Kaju Ken taking the Nurgle qualifying from Triple Skull. Malmir at 8-1-2 is a bit of a problem, because this is essentially 12-1-2. So Malmir has to win all 4 games just to tie Triple Skull, and then his squad has to be higher than Triple Skull's squad. Top Augurs is currently Dembeek, showing as Mavibi here. 663, but Sideshow Bob will probably pass him. And Jorgennaut's not doing terribly, 5-1-2. That's a thing. Sideshow Bob has got something else as well, so Jorgennaut could be trying for this. Teox still with Old World Alliance, but Malmir is very likely to pass him here. And then Mogwai on 4-1-1. So we might see Teox's shitty Bloodspawn. If anyone else would like to do a really good kind run, kind, I just looked at the pinned post and just said the word that was in front of my brains. If anyone else would like to do a really good corn run and stop that from happening, it would be very appreciated. There's no point in me doing it unless I fail everything else, because I'm not taking corn to the Steel Gauntlet just to stop Teox's team, because then I love corn in the Steel Gauntlet. I don't want that. So Orcs is currently JMC, 13.5, but Dacre is 10-1-2 at 11.5, which is basically 12. So if he wins the last 2 matches, he passes him. And more importantly, if he gets the same as him, Dacre's probably going to have a higher squad score. So we'll probably pass JMC. But there's also X-Wing at 9-0-2 coming up. There's Huju at 7-2-1 that could also pass. We got Wilfred at 7-1-1 that could pass. Henning at 6-2-1 would have to have a hell of a run to pass, but could pass. Because Orcs can just win 5 games in a row pretty easily. And Wilking's Orcs are 5-2-0 as well. And so are Ergs. Lord, and mine are 4-0-0. So lots to play for in the Orcs. Orcs are going to be the most contested one. Undead, 10-5-0, probably locked in. Probably, but not guaranteed. Davui, 6-1-0, is capable of beating it. Eraser, 4-1-1, capable of beating it. Uju, 4-1-1. Talon Bay with 4-1-0. It's a good start. So there are some people who could take it. Rats, Mike the Machine is probably it. 15 points is incredible. It's got to suck for Juggernaut. That's Juggernaut. I think that's Juggernaut's best ever run. 14 points, and he happens to get it at the exact same time that Mike the Machine plays Rats. That's got to suck. No, they're not, JB, is the answer. So Wilking is currently 10-3-2 as top snots, but Talon Bay is 10-1-1. X-Wing is 7-1-1. So Wilking might not keep top snots. And if he doesn't keep top snots, that removes a point from his squad. Tomb Kings is currently X-Wing at 6-5-1. Which is crazy, right? Tomb Kings are not bad. That's a low score to be top. And no one's got any crazy good starts. Tomb Kings just always seem to underperform. Underworld, not very played ever. Maybe Ajax can take this with his 4-1-1 start. Yeah, that's why you shouldn't take Berts, because if they were in a tier 3, they'd be playable. I mean, Martin Septim has gone in with the vampires at 8-2-1. He's probably going to keep top vampires. Beanbelly has a good team. Let's have a look. Block and Claw on the Troll. Interesting. Has gone for damage. Mighty Blow Tackle. 2 heads. Blodge Step. 2 heads on the Gutter. But the problem is the Gutter with Blodge Step 2 heads does not synergize with the Troll. Synergizes with the Roger. So it's harder to one-turn. Leader and Block, Rackle on a Clan Rat, and Lords of Hatred. But yeah, it's a decent team. I don't particularly like Troll Underworld, but, you know, it's a killer troll, so... And last up, we have Woodies. There's no way Tripio is keeping Woodies. Obviously, 7-0-0. Bazakastine is the absolute favorite for that. And he's got a plus strength war dancer. So this is the thing, right? Like, I'm very sorry to bang on about it, but like, these are all very bad play. Well, Uncle Hank isn't, but like, if you can 4-0 people and just score whenever you want on people. When was this game? 4 o'clock in the morning. And that was his only black box game ever. If you can get that because you spin at 4 in the morning, it suddenly makes your team a lot better for all of the other games when you play harder coaches. Like, Uncle Hank isn't bad, but this is a 30% coach. This is a first ever done. This is a 30% coach. Like, middle of the night coaches. It's not just Bazza, right? It's a problem that no one can do anything about. Bazza is American. What's he supposed to do? Stay up till the middle of his night to get harder matches? It's not like an attempt to diminish Bazza or anything. I'm just using it as an example because he's there on the screen. It's just a minor annoyance that everyone has to put up with. And unfortunately, it's been big exaggerated this season because of the numerous extra players that have come in because of third season rules. I can, in fact, show you that. Hang on. If you press squad score, if you scroll down, 584 squads have signed up this season. If you look at last season, which also had an asterisk because it was a short season, 318. If you look at the last full season, season 15, 410. 584 this season, and it's only a month odd in. This is 410 at the end of 4 months. And a lot of those people are new players trying third season, trying BBT for the first time. And a lot of them, it seems, are American. So, you know, these bigger runs are easier now when you play overnight. That's just the way it is. Nothing you do about it. Just have to win more. Anyway, that's Friday Night FUMBBL. Thank you very much. We got it in under 3.5 hours. So I will see you on, well, Tuesday on Twitch and probably Wednesday on YouTube for FUMBBL End Zone. I'm not going anywhere, Matto.